All right, welcome back, everybody. If you were watching, we just saw Kraken Warriors take down OwO Gang in a
3-0.
Yes, a smashing 3-0. In fact, didn't seem that close, but OwO Gang now gets to reset. Now, instead of Kraken Warriors, we do have Resilience coming in for our last game today. So let's go over to the team talk. Since we've already seen OwO Gang, IPS, we have Resilience, is Daybreak, Ocarbon, Hydra, Pan, Julian, Para, OwO3, and Rosie. They have not yet to pick up a win, unfortunately, so far this season. But what do you think they need to do to maybe improve and see if they can pick up a win here today?
You know, unfortunately for Resilience today is that what I think Daybreak is not playing, which is a bit tough for them since it is one of their better players. So it's going to be a bit tough for them, I think. But hopefully we will see that they can play without Daybreak and that maybe, it isn't just him that's their whole backbone of the team, because it would be pretty tough for them if they do not really know how to play without Daybreak as being an 0-4 team, because they definitely need to get this win to at least have some kind of hope this season. Or in general, just, get a win to just show, not go 0-8, because that isn't the best situation. But,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what they can pull off today. Both teams looking for some wins here today. It is going to be a battle for some pride here, and potentially, they're not mathematically eliminated from playoffs. It would be very difficult for them to make it. Both of them would need giant runs. I mean, OwO Gang a little bit closer now than Resilience, just because they have the 1-3 record. But if Resilience wins, then they're tied both at 1 and 1-4. So it could be a tie here at the bottom of the standings if Resilience wins here. So I don't know. I'll turn it over to you, Shams, as we look at the stats for this last matchup of today.
Yeah.
Who are you taking?
So, I'm taking OwO Gang because that last set, that's a wake-up call for him, saying, hey, we need to get back to our old stuff. None of this sleepy messing around with squeezer stuff. We need to be prime OwO Gang, especially because if Resilience wins this, then they'll both have even records, and Resilience will have the tiebreaker for not being the worst team in the league.
Yeah. All right. Well, IPS, who are you taking in this matchup?
I'm going to be honest. I'm taking Resilience, and someone bet a lot on OwO Gang. I think I know who it is.
Stormy.
Won't name any names.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to put in a tiny little bit in Resilience so I can make some big bank here, because I am actually pretty sure, even without Daybreak, I think they can take the win against OwO Gang here, because OwO Gang is definitely shaken up, and I don't know if they can recover from that, from the way they've been playing today.
All right. Well, Zach, we'll turn it over to Zach to pick the next team.
I accidentally put my points on Resilience, so
That works.
But you might be right about the whole picking the less pick side.
I think OwO Gang obviously has this in the bag, and if they don't, there's good reason.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I don't know about that, but I am interested to see how Resilience will perform today. A little heartbreaking last week where they actually took down Kraken Warriors 3-0, but determined that they had too much lag going on and they had to replay, and it's unfortunately losing in that game 5. So Resilience did show up last week. I think they can play well. They can match OwO Gang, I think, pretty closely. So I think this could be even potentially one of those 5-game sets. We'll see. We are ready for game number 1. So we're going to turn it over to IPS and Shams. Take us away for game number 1 between OwO Gang and Resilience.
Let's do this.
Right, so here we are now, going into Clampwood Sturgeon Shipyard. We're about to see their comp. Shams. Tell us about their weapons right here, real quick.
All right, so you can see that we still have Sleepy on the squeezer, and that does kind of scare me. And you can see with the nouveau that they do enjoy having the beacons there. I feel like that Matt and Chaos, they're going to really try and utilize those beacons. And those beacons can definitely help them get a quick score here.
Yeah, definitely. The Archer maybe going back to more of their usual comps, and we do see a sub coming in for Resilience, a Squizzer player named Para, so this is going to be definitely a bit new to see. And already kind of they got 2 down there. Miss coming out from Carbine as well, and this might be, first push might be going to Resilience here as Julian getting on this spinner here is going to get that clam in, and first push going to Resilience, Shams.
You can see that the top path on Sturgeon Shipyard Clam Blitz, it's probably the easiest score in Clam Blitz ever. So while they did get the clam in, I feel like they didn't really capitalize on the push too much. And it gives OwO a chance to kind of come back, especially now that they have the pity as well.
Yeah, definitely. I believe one thing definitely I see teams doing whenever they push on this spinner is they always drop down, just like Class has done here. You can actually stay in spinner when you score a power clam, when you score that. But as I say that, there is now 2 down the side of WoW Gang, as they do get the lead anyway, though. Fortunately, able to get that pity to make work with points, though. But Shogun Yams with that brush, able to get pick on that left side, and finally the push is over. Not a big lead, something that Resilience can definitely break through. Shams, what do you think they need to do to break through here and get this big push on OwO Gang?
Right now, I feel like what they need to do is they need to actually, oh my gosh, they've got a clam right now. They need to get a clam, but before they push in like a full-on push, they need the numbers advantage. Because if they don't have that, then it's very possible that OwO just comes in and stuffs the push before it begins.
Yeah, we do see they use those bubbles. Hydra does get in with the power clam, but really no supporting clams. Actually, Julian coming from the top here, maybe with some clams. He's going to be able to get lead, but is going to die when he drops down. And Carbine now, last one left, as OwO Gang is going to take back mid here. Has 22 clams to the ready with a pity coming as well. They can easily make a power here. This might be a big push now coming for OwO Gang. Oh, they're not able to make the power before he goes down. It's 2 down, double by Carbine. Really clutch double there. Able to get them back mid control and stop that push completely. And really unfortunate there, Shams, for OwO Gang. They had the clams to the ready, but they just kind of let Carbine kill them.
Like, I think that you saw, like, Shogun and Sleepy, they both had loads of clams, enough for either one of them to make a power clam. And I feel like that was definitely a miscommunication by OwO Gang there. And now they have kind of suffered for it, because they could have had an insane push. And now they're 2 down.
Definitely. We do see her Resilience pushing in, but making the same mistake I think Symphony made, not having a power at the ready, and 2 of them doing out that brush, and that push in now just wasted before they even were able to get that power come in. Just, the team's got to remember, you got to get clans before you push, or else you're wasting your time. We see misses now coming out from Shogun Yams. The squeezer does go down the side of OwO Gang, and still mid-control to OwO Gang, so right now, Shams, it really just seems like kind of very equal between both teams. Both of them seem to be pretty much on par with each other, but both making these little mistakes that isn't putting one completely above the other, even though Resilience right now has the lead.
Right, and Resilience pushing in without a clam, that's something that you usually only see in solo queue. And there would be a time to capitalize on it right here, but it's just not happening. Matt is coming in, and his splashdown gets twittered, so yeah.
Yeah, trying to go there on his own, definitely not the most optimal play, as Resilience is still trying to keep control right now of mid, maybe to make a push of their own, as that rush right now is giving them a little bit of trouble, as she's coming on the left. Para with bubbles at the ready, maybe right now with 12 clams, they might try to make a push, but one of them goes down. It's actually 2 down, one not spawning back on the side of Resilience. This is the opportunity. OwO Gang needs Shams to get that push and make some plays.
Yeah, and right here you can see again they made the mistake of like they made a little miscommunication, and those precious seconds. Oh wait, never mind. They get lead, and that's game.
Yep. And that was really good play by them. They were able to get those picks. They made a power quickly. They went in. The splashdown a bit questionable, but he was able to grab the power after anyway to get that in. And that's going to be then the lead for OwO Gang and the win too. OwO Gang looking a lot better than they did before in that Kraken Warriors set. Sleepy actually fragging on that squeezer pick that we kind of judged him for. So fair play to him.
Yeah, he's making it work this time.
What you said about the splashdown being questionable, splashdown on sturgeon clams, especially when you have the power clam, there's so many things that can go wrong with it. Like, you can either and then you've done nothing with it, or, you know, you can go up and your splashdown gets twittered, that's the end of the push, or you come down and the clam just falls into the abyss.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that happen way too many times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, OwO Gang taking that first win, though, and it seems like maybe, you know, we were talking a lot about Kraken Warriors versus OwO Gang and what team comps are they using. Why are they switching up weapons? Well, they're making it work here. Maybe it's just the fact that Kraken Warriors had those individual matchups and a little bit stronger individual skills, and who knows, maybe OwO Gang versus Brazilian, it's gonna work out for them. Do you guys think that they pull out the squeezer and those types of weapons again here on Splat Zone, Skipper?
I feel like the main thing is Sleepy did pretty good on that squeezer. I feel like another thing was kind of Shogun Yams with his weapons. He wasn't playing really weapons we saw him play before, but he has gone back to Brush now for that game, which did work out pretty well for me. He got some pretty good picks. So I feel like he should just stay with his usual weapon pool here for the rest of the set. And on this map, yes, Sleepy Squeezer went well there on Sturgeon, but that's because it's Sturgeon Clams. But on a map like Skipper, having a Charger can be so good, and knowing Sleepy is good on Charger, it can work really, really well for him. And if Shogun Yam stays with the weapons he usually plays, I feel like they can definitely pull out the win here. As we do go into now Splat Zone Skipper Pavilion, and Shams, take it away. Talk about their weapons and tell us, what do you see from these compositions?
Thank you, my man. And right away we see Sleepy sticking with the squeezer. Last time that they were on Skipper Pavilion and he used squeezer, it wasn't exactly the best turnout. But who knows, because of the matchups here, I feel like it will do better. Era going with the vanilla mini Splatling. And as I say that, she's dead.
Yeah, we see right now OwO Gang opting to go with the same comp they did win last time, which seems to be working better so far. Meanwhile, we see Resilience running a bit more of a jankier comp. They do have to try the 52, but they have also Blobber, which is something that you do not see too often on this map. It is pretty good for getting those bombers and outputting that paint. But Sleepy right now, trying to push in those bubbles, is going to push in. Right now, 3v2 situation. Armor does come out for OwO Gang, maybe looking to win this 3v2. He does get one. Matt right now looking to maybe get more, but he's just going to decide to back up and Fizzy, as that Mini and Blobber are going to keep outputting paint and trying to get stuff done. As Hydra is going to die with that bomber, which is extremely unfortunate. Matt does get 10 missile, and right now, seems like OwO Gang is keeping his control. Shams is Resilience is playing really, really staggered.
Right, and because they are playing just so staggered, and because of the weapons like the Blobber, it is sometimes hard for them to get zone. Because we can see the matchups, Mini and Blobber, they're better matchups for Squeezer than Kraken Warriors. Although, if Mini gets into position, then it can be very hard to beat, especially since OwO does not have the backline.
And we see, though, that Blobber getting a double there, and now control with points ticking down for Resilience as that Blobber does go down. Sleepy here close to bubbles, now having them. With the armor coming out for OwO Gang as well, this might be an opportunity for them to push. Shogun Yams going down that rapid, trending with the try, I believe, as Sleepy here looks for an opportunity, going with bubble, splash down, coming from Matt from above, Carbine popping that booyah, looking to keep the zone, pops it down, maybe on these bubbles, and does so, looking for that pick now, maybe on Sleepy. He's going down to the bomb, but does kill Sleepy, and now it's only the Junior left on the side of OwO Gang and Shams. That is going to be a win for Resilience.
Yes, it is. And even though Para died at the end there, you saw what we talked about, how Mini, if they get into a good position and a good charging rhythm, then they can definitely just wreak havoc, especially on a team with no backline. Because I used to be a mini main when I was first getting into comp, and there would be some games where there was just no stopping it. Like the outcome was determined. This was one of those games.
Yeah, it seems like Resilience just able to get so much control, especially off the infamous blah 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 blah. I mean,
Or just blob. We can call it that too.
yeah, I think it's blah 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 blah. Plus the 52. I mean, they were just, I don't know. It seemed like even off the bat when OwO took that first pick, they had a 4v3 situation, and yet Resilience, they scored 33 points down in a 3v4 just because they were still able to hold that control and still outpaint them. And yeah, I mean, kudos to Resilience for that game plan. It seemed to work out pretty well.
Yeah. Their comp definitely was just we said the new comps from OwO Gang are a bit questionable, and I feel like it worked well in Sturgeon Clan Blitz with the brush and the squeezer, core squeezer on Clan Blitz. It's just good if you're solid with it, but I feel like on this mapping a lot more wider, squeezer was not going that well, and Shogun Yams again going with that rapid, which we didn't really see him play before. Definitely getting countered by pretty much the hard paint coming out from Mini 52 and the Blob from Resilience. Pretty much, that's nearly impossible to outpaint unless you get one of them down.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point trying to outpaint. You got to play for kills or play for insta-pop bubbles, which they couldn't really get sometimes. So I feel like OwO Gang has got to step up right now. They got to definitely play to kill Resilience, because if Resilience stays alive, they will outplay you on objective.
Yeah, I'm not a huge comp player, but explain to me. I guess I don't get the rapid blaster pick for OwO Gang there, and it didn't seem to pay off at all. Is there a reason they have been picking that for splat zones?
I mean, rapid on that maps, rapid in general is not a bad weapon. Crapid is actually a pretty good weapon in the meta, since it does counter armor. Surprisingly, a blaster countering armor, I know, but torpedoes and in general, the indirects do chip off armor, which is pretty good. The Rapid Pro Deco in general is pretty good on like maps like Albacore, like longer range maps. On Skipper, though, that is definitely a bit questionable, especially since a lot of times Shogun was getting in situations where he couldn't really abuse his range. And especially against a no back comp, Rapid Pro doesn't really serve a use sometimes. So, I feel like it wasn't the best pick on Skipper Pavilion.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We are ready for game number 3. It is 1-1. Both teams battling not to be in last place, so we'll see who can pick up game 3 here in this best of 5. Take it away, guys.
All right, so now going into Tower Control Inkblot once again. Take it away, Shams. Tell us about their comps.
All right, so once again, you can see Sleepy coming out with the E leader on Inkblot Tower. The Kenta Undercover, keep in mind, there's just so much special charge up on there. It's going to be an incredible amount of armor spam. He already has an armor, as I say it. So, Resilience, they're definitely going to have to prepare around that. The K-52 and the Tri, that is, standard.
We see the
CDS now instead of the Rapid.
This Hunter coming out from Falcon here is actually something for Kalos, I believe. Definitely not a bad pick, as it did just get a buff, and the nerf on it from its torpedoes are not that bad. So it's interesting to see how he's going to play that here. But we see right now, just Resilience getting hard pushback as, they're getting killed. OwO Gang is doing what I just said. They got to get the kills on Resilience, or else they're going to get outplayed on the objective. Carbine now throwing that bee onto mid. Hydra does go down in the middle zone, but Falcon goes down as well. And right now we see a stalemate, Shams.
So, yeah. Right now we saw that Booyah Bomb. It pretty much just, it didn't do it by itself, but at the same time it did stuff to push almost by itself. Both these teams, they are running short-range armor weapons, and because of all the armor coming out, it's definitely going to be a very push-heavy game.
Definitely, as you see right now,
KO here.
Resilience trying to get in there, but Shogun is going to get a double, maybe a triple here if he gets Carbine too. He's going to get Carbine. That is a triple coming out from Shogun Yams. Working a lot better on this knot than with his Rapid, and right now, Resilience again, once again on the back foot as Shoyam's coming out with this jet here. Maybe looking to get some picks, does get one. Maybe looking for two here. Unfortunately, not get two, but the try there still goes down. Has 3 down now on the side of Resilience. Carbine being the last one left is going to have to keep his team in this. He's going to get taken out by Shogun Yams. Shogun Yams right now just destroying Resilience. Just taking opportunities, any opportunities he has to get kill Shams.
Right, and you can see here, Carbine being put in that situation, it was definitely not a good one to be in. And the way that he was set up on that particular area of Inkblot, he couldn't really use his splash wall anywhere.
See now, Resilience finally stopping that push, although the second checkpoint did go down, and right now they got to get past that first checkpoint a bit more to get that push they need. Armor and Rain coming out from OwO Gang here as they do take out 2 people from Resilience, even though they had some special coming out from them as well. We see now Kalos here with this K-Shot. I actually thought he was subbed out, but seems like he switched to K-Shot, so I'll guess correct myself there. So right now, again, just Shams. OwO Gang is just pushing. Right now Resilience is just really struggling to find a way to stop them.
Yeah, and even Falcon goes down. And Kalos, that whole Slayer pick, sometimes, when they are going to Slayer instead of playing the usual junior, sometimes that works really well. Like, I remember in the tournament on Saturday that I won, Uzi, our junior player, when he went to K-Shot, sometimes we would just get really decisive wins helped by that slaying presence, and then we would turn the armor over to someone like me using a different armor weapon like Kent's Undercover.
Yeah, that definitely can work sometimes. Good players can sometimes flex to little different things with similar play styles or similar weapon styles. Although now again we see actually Resilience push coming out now as Kalos did go down. Unfortunately, Carmena's go down as well. Julian maybe looking for picks though. He's gonna go down himself. Power now left in the tower on their own, and is gonna get rushed by Shogun Yams and Falcon, and is maybe gonna go down here. Yeah, he's gonna go down. Fortunately, coming with those cap shots. Carbine trying to make a solo play. Is gonna get sleepy, but he's gonna go down anyway. And once again, OwO Gang just snuffing out this push coming from Resilience. Julian trying to make a play on his own. Is going to be able to get Shogun Yams, but he's pretty much getting ignored as Hydra goes down to mid. And this whole game, Shams, OwO Gang has just been getting the picks. Meanwhile, Resilience has been struggling to really get anything going.
Yeah, it's like, I don't actually have a metaphor for this one because Resilience is always coming so close to the good push, but they can't quite get it off, and this is going to be their last one here.
Yeah, I mean, they actually could win this here if they can do that pick 4, but Shogun Yams just
double down,
getting the picks. That's it. Shogun Yams just holding with that knot there right in front of the tower, just taking out pretty much the whole team there with the assistance of Falcon, just ending the game completely. Just really, really unfortunate for Resilience. They really need to find a way to take out this aggro presence from Shogun Yams on this Nautilus.
Yeah.
Well, spicy game 3, OwO taking that one. They seemed pretty dominant the whole time, except for the end. I thought Resilience may have had a good shot there to win that one, but now OwO Gang up 2-1 in this best of 5. Guys, we're going to Rainmaker now on Mako Mart. How does Resilience push us to a game 5 here?
I think the main thing is you go first. No, you go first.
Okay. So I feel like what they need to do is to stifle that aggressive presence from Kalos' K-Shot, because he made such a difference there. And it kind of did feel like it was OwO Gang's game. We talked about earlier about how it was KW's game, and this time it just felt the other way around, like it was OwO Gang's game.
Yeah, I mean, I think Resilience has definitely shown enough that this could be a potential Game 5 series, and it's heating up that way. I think OwO Gang just has the slight edge, though, IPS, in my mind. I don't know. What are you feeling here for Game 4?
I mean, I think the main thing Resilience needs to do is take out OwO Gang's aggro presence, because that game, you compared to the first game, the Skipper Pavilion game, there was really no aggro presence to speak of, other than I think the machine coming from OwO Gang. But now with Callus on that shot and Shogun on that not, they just had so much aggressiveness. They were going in, they were getting picks, and really Resilience just had no way to stop it. And it shows in the KAs. Like, of course, kills don't always matter, but if you're getting out-killed to that point, you'll never get a chance to push or outplay your opponent smartness-wise. So I feel they definitely need to find a way to shut down those aggros a bit more.
Yeah. Well, we are about ready for game number 4. Resilient still has a chance to push us to game number 5. Still looking for that first victory of the season. OwO Gang, though, would, of course, love a victory here in game 4 to take at least one win this week. So let's jump into game number 4 and see what happens.
Here we go, back on Rainmaker Makomar. We saw this already earlier in the 5-game set between Symphony Regular Gamer. So Shams, take it away. Tell us the weapons run by these two teams.
So right here, we can definitely see a short-range comp for Resilience, because we have Carbine on the Solution-matic, we have the Tri as their armor weapon. Those are two really short-range weapons. We can see Callus going back to the Junior. I feel like that K-shot was just like a one-time bring for him, even though it worked really well. I'm not really sure how well the Blobber is going to work here.
I believe they're
we'll definitely find out.
I believe they're playing the Blobber with that speed to pretty much guarantee them pop power constantly. Just have that try for Makomar, which is really good as well, and that squeezer for the bubbles for pushes. Meanwhile, on the side of OwO Gang, we see them coming out with the Inkjet on Sleepy instead of Shogun Yam. Shogun Yam's going back on that brush. It's kind of a bit of a switch of comps, but so far working out as, yes, a push 64 by Resilience, but that is not a lot, especially when a wipe came from OwO Gang, and the Sploosh 2 going down now. Oh, Kalos missing the jump. Really unfortunate. That might slow down the push a little bit there, but still able to get the lead, get a bit more points, but that try might take him out, and he does.
Whoa.
Really unfortunate choke there.
Yeah, I would say that miss jump right there, that turned them getting 51 and a slight barely lead. If he had made that jump, I really do think that they might have been able to KO, because everything was in place for his perfect push. And we all make mistakes sometimes. We all have, wrong amount of input on the controller. But it's just really unfortunate that it had to happen right there. They had the perfect push.
Yeah, for sure. We just see that, unfortunately, even though that choke, they just are able to stop Resilience. And also, Sham, it seems like right now, Resilience is going in, trying to make fast, quick plays, but they seem to be feeding at the same time, which is extremely unfortunate. But although I say that Hydra gets a triple there, and this is going to be the push for Resilience to go towards the brush instead of going to their side. And they're still going to have to get the pop here. Maybe able to get the lead, not able to get the lead just by 2 points. And although still, that's actually going to be in a push. Just Shams, the very unfortunate play there by the Rainmaker went straight into the brush's path. If he'd just gone left, that actually might have been the lead for Resilience.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely could have taken a commanding lead. And if they had gone left and made the jump, then there definitely would have been, a lot of parallels drawn to Kalos missing it, then Resilience getting the lead, and maybe even, locking up the lead. But instead, you have, them going right into the Octobrush, then they're a man down, and then they just all feed in to get it to 53 and don't even get lead.
They gotta push left this time, which they are doing. There is already Sleepy there who gets a double, really good double there by him.
Yes.
Still in that position, and push immediately stopped by that Sharking Gnaw, and Paris gonna have to jump out. Honestly, Sham, it just seems like Resilience getting wipe after wipe after wipe, and every time they leave one player that is just able to come back and get some clutch doubles, some clutch picks, and some misplay coming in from the push. Giving OwO Gang these opportunities to just come back and clutch everything up.
Yes, you are absolutely right, IPS.
As I say that, they cheese the Rainmaker Hydra cheese.
Get the lead.
and he gets down third. They get the lead. The cheese play coming from IJ, as we were just talking about resilience, was choking a little bit. OwO Gang themselves do not watch that Rainmaker, and IJ goes right into to get that lead.
Yeah, and, you know, sometimes they were having trouble getting the push fulfilled in terms of the objective part. They had the killing part down, but they need the objective part. And this was the time where they get it once. And if you get it once here, it's going to be really hard for OwO Gang to come
splash down cancel by Hydra with the blob there. Honestly, right now it seems like another push coming from them, and unfortunately, Hydra going down to the missiles. Carbine, though, getting a pick with the Rainmaker, just going to send it right down there. I feel like right now, Shams, if Resilience keeps up with the killing power they've gotten, they can easily win this game just off the fact they're getting, because, oh no, parry on the Shark. He's still not been caught. Maybe might go for the Rainmaker soon. It's actually going to opt to go for the Nine instead.
Doesn't get it.
He could have gone for the Rainmaker then, but he opts for the kill instead. You know, fair enough. Right now, Bomb Rush is coming out from Resilience, and that is actually 2 down, maybe 3 down. Callus grabbing the grenade grass, and that is a wipe. And Resilience coming out with the win here to bring us to another Game 5.
Game 5, baby.
This is insane. So, Luke, what did you think of that game?
Oh boy, man, that... I'm gonna be honest here, guys, that was a little painful to watch. I feel like that was a game of a comedy of errors, from missed pushes to somehow, you know, one person stopping 3 at a time, and then the cheese Rainmaker push. I mean, I know these teams are more towards the bottom of our amateur league, and it's not like they're playing terrible, but it's just these small things I feel like are definitely showing through for both teams, showing why they're not at the top of the standings right now. But heck, we got a Game 5. I'm down for that. I'm hyped for that. And so thank you to these teams. Thank you to Resilience making this a Game 5, because I'm still hyped to see what's going to happen and who's going to take this one.
Yeah, but like you said about the whole comedy of errors, it was definitely, there was always just one thing off, from the missed jump to the one person left being Sleepy who got a double kill, to even at the end the Blue Blobber getting the perfect shot. It was like the push was just a giant Jenga tower, and because one block was missing, it was the equivalent of, you know, just a giant nuke coming in and destroying the tower.
Oh man, well,
I definitely feel like, you know, that game Resilience had a lot more kills, but they were screwing with their pushes. They actually had to win off a cheese push. But honestly, although it kind of started, like I said, it's starting to show that these teams are kind of more of that, you know, lower amateur level, because we saw their power was sharking there. I believe there was no one watching the Rainmaker from the side of OwO Gang, and the nut was focused on completely else. He could have just snuck right in.
Yeah, well, this is going to be game number 5. Zach, what do you want to say to OwO Gang as the OwO fanboy?
I trust you guys. Trust in the process. As always, Game 5, let's go. You guys can do it, I believe.
All right, well, I'm excited. This is going to be, again, this is the battle to make sure you're not in last place. Right now, OwO Gang at a 1-3 record. Resilience at an 0-4. Both would love to pick up a win, if for nothing, if not for a playoff hope, at least just for pride. A lot on the line for these two teams, according to that. So we'll see who's going to pick up the win. We'll see. This is going to be Clam Blitz Piranha Pit. So game number 5, we are ready. Let's do it. Shams and IPS, one more game. Give us the best you got and take it away for us.
You got it, man.
Let's
Clam
do
Blitz,
this.
Piranha Pit. Once again, Game 5. We saw this earlier, regular gamers versus Symphony and Shams. Take it away. Tell us the comps from both of these teams.
All right, so you see right here, we do have Sleepy on the squeezer again, and that has worked out well in clams for them sometimes. We do have Kalos on the junior and the brush there. Tetras is an interesting pick, especially in clams. On the other side, we do...
come in.
Yeah. On the other side, we do have, a bit more of the same for Resilience, although we will have a Squeezer duel.
Yeah. Resilience already here, now going out with this first push. Carbine does go down, but the balls come out from Para as he's looking to get this thing in. I think Falcon going down again on those Tetradualies. And honestly, I don't know about that Tetradualies pick. We only saw Falcon once here. He went Thunder, I believe, on that TC game, and coming in with a completely different weapon. Like, one's a distraction weapon that has the aggressive side to it. The other one is a much supportive weapon that tends to help its teammates get kills. So definitely an interesting flex, but we'll see for now, as currently I think Sleepy, you're going to go down, but not going down without a Atreus. Is now a 2v1 situation for Resilience as they have 16 clans to the ready, still with a pretty much control the map. Para probably looking to get into clan here, Shams, as right now this looks like a Resilience game.
And yeah, this does look like a Resilience game, but keep in mind what happened the last time.
Yeah,
the last time we were on here, it was a one-side game, and then boom, it just wasn't. I'm supposed to be the analytical commentator, but that's the most advanced thing I can say. It was, then it just wasn't.
Yep. Now, of course, still, you say that, but right now, still Resilience has this control in mid. As I say that, though, Calls, let's get a power cut, is able to get a pick on Carbine, and this actually seems like OwO gang is finally going to get their own push with 18 clans ready, armor going off, missiles going off, Bubble's probably going to follow soon. This is the time for OwO gang to push. They cannot stagger. They do get that CDS. No, actually, they get a CS after it gets a pick, and Falcon going to go here. That's 3 down. Actually, Resilience stopping the OwO gang push.
Yeah, I think that they definitely, OwO gang, they definitely wasted that push right there. It's not that, faulting them. Resilience made an amazing play, but we saw all this going into it, and then it just fell apart within seconds, like I said about the Jenga tower.
Seems like they had a pick there, but they let the CS come in to get a pick, and it just snowballed from there. They really got to find a way to stop Resilience from clutching out these plays objective-wise on focusing who has clans and such. They got to get those picks because they do have kind of more of a killing comp, so I feel like they could do that, but we'll see here now as not too many clans ready for either team, kind of both around a similar amount, but Hydra does go down on the side of Resilience. Falcon, pretty good pick there. And now they're going to come in. Oh, Try, though, is going to get a pick on that brush, but is going to go down anyway. Callus now coming with the power climb. Sleep getting another pick. Another power climb coming in from Falcon. This is the push that OwO gang needs, and they do get the lead right now.
They take the lead.
Sleepy in this corner, looking to make some plays himself. Splash down to come from Falcon. Gets a pick. Falcon getting 2. Maybe going to get 3. The clan now down to 16. Falcon getting a triple, and the clan basket's down to 13. Champs, this is insane.
That was amazing.
We might be seeing a KO here. Oh, the clan basket went up just in time. And
it was like deja vu because I saw the exact same thing with the set between regular gamers and Symphony. It just got such a good push.
Yeah, I mean, there is one difference, though. Resilience round still has 1 minute left, and OwO gang did not KO. I think the major thing about that push was Falcon. He put in so much work there just with that splash, and got another pick after that, was able to stall out someone else, help his teammates get clams in. But we see right now, Resilience 2 down again, and honestly, Shams, it is not looking good for them. They're starting to die now. They're starting to lose grip of the control that they had earlier.
Right.
Oh, really good to put Julian there.
Yeah. You can see, you can almost taste it, the control slipping out of Resilience's hands. And OwO gang didn't get the KO, but I'm not sure if Resilience is going to be able to build a clan because they're dropping a lot.
Yeah, for sure. They're
right almost.
They keep dying here, and right now, Julian, okay, they do get 1 pick, though. They might be able to get that switch in the mid. As I say that, the brush coming from that left flank is not going to get that pick, though, as right now it seems like maybe OwO gang looking to make a push to end the game. Shogun Yams under this basket is going to get the jump. Is actually going to end the game, maybe, if they got some clans to support that armor coming out from Kalos. And maybe, I think that's another bunch of clans getting splash and jump for Falcon. I think getting 1 as well. Getting the maybe the Hydra and the clam coming in from behind, and that's going to end the game. Sorry, not Brazilians.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Okay, calm yourself down. Calm yourself down. Anyway, OwO gang taking the set 3-2 in a really, really good set there. And unfortunately, Resilience now stuck at a 0-5 record. It just does not seem to stop for them, which is extremely unfortunate.
Wow. Epic game 5, the OwO gang pulling off, just as you said, Shams. It was almost deja vu of the regular gamers coming back. Maybe not as extreme there, but man, Resilience starting off hot, not able to keep it. Unfortunately, yes, does fall to 0-5, but GG's to both team. Putting on a hype set. Was a good game, and OwO gang keeping their playoff hopes alive with a win here